This might be the most secure shelter ever. It looks so intimidating that nothing wants to come near it. Inside, there's enough space for one person to live comfortably, and the aggressive exterior can even scare off wolves at night. Any wild animal would think twice. The builder is a guy named Kyle. Tired of city noise, he decides to move into the wilderness with his dog. On a hillside, he finds a few dead trees, and an idea hits him. He heads into the nearby woods, cuts some logs, then trims the big tree's branches halfway off, and starts building the main frame. After a full morning of work, the base frame is done, and it's rock solid. Next, Kyle wraps the outside with flexible branches. They bend easily, and before long, the whole skeleton is tightly woven together. The curved shape also makes the inside feel surprisingly roomy, but Kyle isn't satisfied. Since wild animals roam the forest, he decides to turn the cabin into a fierce-looking bear. He ties on 4 thick legs, hoping the shape alone will keep predators away. Before he can finish, a heavy rain suddenly pours down. Kyle has to stop for the day. He gathers some mushrooms, skewers them on sticks, and roasts them. That night, he and his dog squeeze beside the half-built frame and make do. The next day, the weather clears, and he gets back to work. Once the branches are fully secured, it's time for the most important part, the bear's face. How do you make other animals even more afraid? Kyle gets creative. First he adds ears, then digs out nostrils, and finally carves 2 pieces of wood into sharp fangs. Honestly, it ends up looking more like a wild boar, but it looks mean. After the outer shape is done, he leaves an opening on the side for a door. Then comes the key step, sealing it up. He finds mud by a creek and even spots a few bird eggs, but he doesn't eat them and puts them back in the nest. After about an hour, he mixes clay using creek water, but it isn't sticky enough. So he adds dry grass into the clay and smears it onto the frame bit by bit so it won't crack when it dries. Mudding the walls is a massive job. It takes Kyle a full week to smooth the entire exterior. Looking at the chunky backside, the sharp fangs, and the nostrils pointing up, Kyle is thrilled. With the outside finished, the inside is much easier. He lays down a wooden floor, builds himself a bed, and sets up a simple table and chairs. Food is handled in a clever way too. He builds a fireplace inside the bear's head and connects the other end to the nostrils. When the fire is burning, smoke pours out of the bear's nose, like the thing is actually alive. That night, Kyle and his dog sleep in it for the first time. He carefully locks the door. Around midnight, he hears animals howling in the distance. Kyle jolts awake, heart pounding. He works up the nerve to check, but finds nothing, just a false alarm. Morning comes again, and Kyle's new life officially begins. If you had a 3-day break, would you stay in a shelter like this and experience real wilderness living?